It's amazing how long a minute can take.
Right.
Okay, it's gone. The minute is done. We are now at 4 o'clock on my computer screen. So I'll call this meeting to order. First, let me say to the council, thank you for taking time out of your busy days for this special meeting. It was absolutely necessary since we need to get our budget adopted so we can spend money next year and pay our staff and all those sorts of things. We'll get started with the Pledge of Allegiance. Do we have a flag, Marissa? Okay.
Yes.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic
for which it
which
stands,
one nation,
nation, under God,
God,
indivisible,
With
liberty and justice for all.
That really doesn't ever work very well. We're gonna have to get Zoom to figure out a better way to do that. Okay, consent agenda. We have on the consent agenda one item. Does anyone on the council wish to take that item off the consent and have a discussion? If not, is there a motion to approve the consent agenda? Moved by Councilman Rostosi, seconded by Councilman Romack. All in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. You'll have to take yourself off mute or raise your hand. That's looks like we have everybody voting aye. Does anyone wish to vote nay on this? All right, consent agenda item is adopted as presented. Next item on the agenda is business of a public hearing for proposed city budget for fiscal year 2022. Did you hear that, Terry? I knocked on wood and I declared the public hearing open.
Yes, sir, I did.
Is there a staff report? Ms. Peterson.
Yes, thank you, Mayor and Council. I don't have a formal presentation for our final budget. It's included in your packet, and there's been no changes from the tentative that was adopted in June to the final. But I'm happy to answer any questions if there are any.
Okay, I don't think we have any members of the public on, at least that I can see. Have we had any requests to speak from any member of the public, Ms. City Clerk?
We did not, sir.
All right, so I'm going to declare the public hearing closed unless there's a question from council. Does anyone on the council have a question for Ms. Peterson about the budget? Okay, public hearing for that is closed. Next item of business is a public hearing on fiscal year 2022 Street Light Improvement District SLIDs. Public hearing is open. Ms. Peterson, do you have a report?
No, Mayor, I do not. There's been no changes to the SLID budgets from the tentative to the final either.
Okay, did we have any questions submitted by the public, Ms. City Clerk?
We did not, sir.
Any questions from the council for staff? Then I declare the public hearing on the SLID budgets closed, and we will go on to item number C, which is resolution 21-491 for approval of the final city budget for fiscal year 2022 in the amount of $45,233,877. $45,233,877. Is there a presentation, Ms. Peterson?
No, Mayor, there's no formal presentation. There's been no changes from the tentative to the final. I do have it available and can share my screen if there's any questions.
Any questions from council? Is there a motion to approve resolution 21-491? Moved by Councilman Donahue, seconded by Councilman or Vice Mayor Faith. All those in favor of the resolution of adopting resolution 21-491, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? All right. Motion is adopted. Resolution is approved. Now we're going to consider resolution 21-492 for the Street Light Improvement District budgets for 2022. Those are as presented in your packet for SLIDs 1, 2, and 3. Is there any presentation, Ms. Peterson?
No, Mayor, there's no presentation and no changes from the tentative to the final on this one either.
Okay, are there any questions from council? If not, is there a motion to approve or adopt Resolution 21-492, adopting the budgets for SLIDs 1, 2, and 3 as presented in your packets for fiscal year 2022? Moved by Councilman Rostosi, seconded by Councilman Donahue. Any further discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? All right, motion is adopted. Resolution 21-492 is adopted. Now we have Resolution 21-493 concerning amending our citywide fee schedule. Do you have a presentation on that, Ms. Peterson?
No, Mayor, I don't have a presentation. The details are in your packet, and I'm happy to go over them. Mary's also on join the meeting if there's any specific questions about the building fee increases.
All right, any questions from council? Is there a motion to adopt Resolution 21-493, updating the citywide fee schedule? Moved by Councilman Donahue, seconded by Councilman Romack. Any further discussion? All those in favor of adopting Resolution 21-493, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Resolution is adopted. We do not need an executive session, so is there a motion to adjourn? It looks like, I think we got a smile out of Councilman Rostosi. Definitely, we're going to take that as a motion by Councilman Rostosi and second by Councilman Donahue. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay, we're adjourned. Again, thank you for taking some time out of your busy days today to get this done. It accomplished our required tasks.
That was way too long. Way too long.
I'm sure we're not even going to see 1/10 on your bill, right?
Not even.
All right.
Oh,
We'll see everybody here in a couple weeks. At our
wait,
regular-
Mayor, we have a CFD meeting.
Oh, darn it, I was ready to go.
Sorry.
I already had a glass
I
of wine.
ruined it.
I'll have to wait. Okay, let me get to that.
Now we're going to 1/10.
Okay, now we gotta have a 10. Okay, then we're gonna call to order the Community Facilities District Board. We're not gonna do the Pledge of Allegiance because we already did it. And we're gonna start with a public hearing on the CFD budget for fiscal year 2022. Public hearing is open. Ms. Peterson, do you have a report?
No, Mayor, I do not. The budget is included in your packet, and there's been no changes from the tentative budget that was adopted in June to the final.
Okay, Mr. City Clerk, do we have anyone from the public who had any questions or comments on this?
We did not.
Any questions from council? Okay, seeing none, public hearing is closed, and we're going to go on to item number 2 in our business, which is adoption of the CFD Resolution 21-41 for the budget for fiscal year 2022 in the amount of $363,650. Is there a motion to adopt Resolution 21-41? Moved by Councilman Stossy. Is there a second? Second by Councilman Donahue. Any further discussion on the resolution? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? All right, resolution is adopted. Next item of business is the approval of minutes, which are in your packet for the June 16th, 2021 special meeting of the CFD Board. Is there any discussion on those minutes? If not, is there a motion to approve them? Somebody, Councilman Donahue. All right. Come on, Mr. Vice Mayor, step in there. All right. Seconded by the Vice Mayor. Any further discussion on the minutes? All those in favor of approving them, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay, motion is adopted. They are approved. Now is there a motion to adjourn the CFD meeting? Moved by Councilman Donahue, seconded by Councilman Stossy. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? All right. Again, thank you for coming in and doing this important business for the CFD so it can pay its bills next year and levy taxes on the village. Have a good evening, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Thank you, everyone.